Well, good morning. And again, a happy Father's Day out there to you dads who brought your family to church or came to church even though you technically didn't have to. So praise the Lord. You know what you need to live this gospel, to live this fearlessness. You know, the Lord is always telling us to be not afraid, or something along those lines. Fear not. But it's in a certain sense easy for him to say, right? He's God. What? Him? Really? The fact is, it's hard. And we have to see it. We have to see that this life of fearlessness in the face of circumstances, fearing only eternal death, is a way of living. And I can only say, as I stand here, that I've been blessed to witness this. A fella I know well, born in the late 1940s, raised in the Glen Hazel projects of the city of Pittsburgh, among other places, blessed with a good education, went to Central Catholic, and then went into the Marine Corps, serving our nation during that Vietnam War, and found himself a wife and settled down, was blessed 4 kids, and I got to see how he witnessed this fearlessness. Because we could be afraid of a lot of things, fearful perhaps that our time is going to be taken by someone who wants our attention. And this fella, anytime a neighbor called and needed a ride to the store, to the doctors, a poorer neighbor, even an annoying neighbor, it was never, I don't have the time. It was always sure. And later his children would do the same thing, and never was there any reticence about going immediately. This man is blessed with a job as a city fireman for the city of Pittsburgh, and that wasn't a lucrative career, but not a terrible one from a financial standpoint. And he has 4 kids. But on Sunday, or in advance of Sunday, when a call came into the house to get a little more money, he would say no on Sunday so that the Lord's Day would be honored in our home. Now, admittedly, somebody had to fight those fires, but he surrendered that money, perhaps to the annoyance of his children, like, go to work, make some money. We got more ice cream, right? But he understood that the priorities were the priorities. This fellow was fearless in proclaiming the clarity of the gospel of life as he witnessed on a regular basis in front of the abortion clinic in downtown Pittsburgh, wherever it ended up being, with a rosary and a sign that said, "Life starts at conception and is precious." And that wasn't a popular, nor is it still a popular thing to do. And for the most part, I think when he was heckled, he responded in a Christian manner, but he wasn't afraid. He wasn't afraid when he brought his family out to dinner to pray grace. It wasn't a big stink, but we prayed grace, and to get those kids to pray the rosary every night and other prayers as well, even as they complained. He was willing to do that. He was and is no saint. He imaged that by not being afraid to go to confession on a regular basis and to invite his children and family to do the same, but never force them. And as you might have guessed, this man is my dad. And I have no excuses for my fear in the face of his fearlessness and his clarity of proclamation of Jesus. But I am full of gratitude for him, and for all fathers who say yes to the adventure of fatherhood in this faith of ours. Happy Father's Day.